Hello, and welcome back to the Cove with more Surviving Mars Green Planet. So we avoided a terrible crisis in the last one, but we have got ourselves water back again. So we are technically alive, although having a little bit of trouble. So at the moment we did go ahead and we turned our farm back on. We're not going to get a whole stack of food this time around, but it will increase the soil quality, which is something that we need. After that, I think we're going to go ahead and move over to wheat. It's just a little bit less water intensive, and right now we need every little bit that we can get our hands on. So we're going to go ahead and do that for our next produce. Let's see, what else do we need? We also need a whole stack of power. Now our power accumulator is, well, it technically has some power, but we certainly need more. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to open our Stirling generator, get an extra 10, and you know what? I think we're going to go so far as, you know what? We'll be all right. I think we'll be all right with what we have. That should extend our stored power. For some reason, it says it only lasts 0 hours, even though we still have power here. So I'm not 100% sure what's going on there, but it is what it is. And we are now charging that back up again, thanks to our gigantic solar panels. So that should mean that goes back to maximum by the end of the day. So I'm all right with this. Let's see, what else do we need to fix up? Let's see, moisture evaporators. We need to make sure that they're set to the highest priority. When at the end of the last episode, we realized that one of them needed maintenance. So we need to fix that and make sure that they are being taken care of. Otherwise, we will not be making as much water as we need. Unfortunately, we're losing 0.2 at this stage. So we do need some more water generation. But hopefully, after a few rounds of doing some wheat, which, that'll save us 0.2 per day, I think, or maybe a little bit extra. That should mean that we have a little bit of food. We'll restore our water setup. So I don't think we'll be in the worst case scenario. It's just not a very good scenario. So we still may need to bring in an extra moisture evaporator. But again, one problem at a time.
Anomaly analyzed.
Now, yeah, looks like we got ourselves a new anomaly.
The barren environs of the red planet than meets the eye. A veritable treasure trove of undiscovered knowledge and wonder. So long as you know where to look.
Okay, even the tiniest, simple-looking rock can contain the answers to mysteries which perplex the human mind for generations. Sometimes it takes just a simple discovery to assure us of the vastness of the universe, an encouragement to make us look beyond the boundaries of our existence and into the future. We have now, the following texts have now been revealed: hydroscopic vaporators and low-G turbines. Ooh. Okay, so low-G turbines might be wind power, and anything to do with evaporators could be useful. So let's open up our text screen. Yeah, low-G turbines, we need these. And then what else have we received? Moisture evaporators, that is what we needed. Okay, water reclamation, you were cool and all, but we're going to say adios, amigo, and say hello to the hydroscopic vaporators. That is exactly the technology that we needed. All right, so we'll go for this, and then we'll go ahead and pick up low-G turbines. This is a... Hang on a second. Yes, this should give us access to wind turbines, as well as their upgrade for polymer blades. I think that'll be all right. So we'll go ahead and make that our second one, followed by the others. All right. That is really, really good news. All right, fantastic. All right, so we'll get to work on that. That is a-okay. Let's also go ahead and turn on our rare metals refinery. Going to try and keep on producing some rare metals. It does look like our shuttle is being filled. Still have a fair way to go, but we need a whole stack of fuel before we can launch that again, and that requires water. By the way, it looks like we've reached a new milestone, so that would be... What is this? We have produced food. Okay, that is really nice. Also, that science will go straight towards our next tech, which gives us a nice little boost there. We're now going to be working on some wheat. Water is now in the positive. Oh, okay. All right. We are doing all right. Oh man, that is such a relief. We're doing pretty well. All right, so let's see. How are we doing with our research at the moment? It looks like our sponsor's doing a bit. We're producing about 717 per soul. Our explorer's helping out. Outsourcing is winding down. Alright, well, it was still nice nonetheless, so we'll happily take what we can get. And we are stable with our life support. Alright, looks like our RC transport has picked up as many resources as it can handle. So let's go ahead and tell that to unload back at our base. Let's go ahead and unload all. How much do you have in the way of regular metals? 30? Okay, we're going to need to worry about, let's just max this out first. That way, this should automatically shuffle down, and so we can always deposit them to here, and that will make our life just that little bit easier. Alright, so we've got that sorted. Let's see, what else can we do? We have plenty of metals. We're a little bit short on electricity over night time, but again, I think we should be okay. Yeah, we should have enough power for now. Let's see, what else could we do? Well, realistically, we're just kind of waiting on technology. Yeah. Once we get the hydroscopic evaporator, that'll mean that we get more water. We can even start using our fuel refinery again. That way we can launch this when we are filled up with exports. Yeah, that'll be really good for us. Let's see, what else could we do? This is up and running. We don't really want to amplify just yet, though. Oh, but there is an anomaly sorted, so that is a new tech. Low fungi farm. Okay. Yeah, fungal farm. That would give us an outdome that produces food. Ooh. Well, that's not a bad idea. Let's see. I don't know what that's going to cost us, but that could be useful. Martian University. That could be good for training our future children. I don't believe... Oh, wait, no. I think schools may come standard. Either way, we'll figure that out in a second. Let's go with the... You know what? Let's build a fungal farm, because the fact that it isn't inside the dome means that we can start producing a bit more food, and we might be able to shore up our position a little bit quicker. Let's double check our buildings and our education school. Is that... Yeah, this is cultivate perks in future. We also may need a nursery. That's for a living space for children. Yeah, let's build one of these. That's going to be a necessity. This will cost us a little bit more power, but again, I think with having a child resident, I think this is the one. Yeah. We do need to build up a couple of the basics. So let's go with a nursery. Let's pop that in that. Let's see, in that back corner there by the farm. And then what else could we do? We may need a playground. Cultivates perks. Alright, we also need a school. That's going to be a necessity. Oh, that's a large building. Yikes. Okay. Yeah, I don't think that this open-air gym is necessarily as good as I thought it was. We will get most of its cost back. 3 metals and 2 polymers. Let's just double check what we paid for it. Let's see. Yeah, so we get half price, so it will be a bit of a waste of our polymers, but we kind of knew that already when we did that in the first place. That wasn't exactly what we planned on doing. Maybe if we go to, let's see, decorations, there may be a, yeah, here we are, gardens. Yeah, they do give exercise, so this isn't as important as it could have been. let's go ahead and build a school. Again, we do need to think about replacing the people that we have. So we'll go ahead and build one of those. And then what else do we need? Can't do the university, as nice as that would be. The research labs are technically viable, but we're not going to do that yet. Let's go with a... I'm not 100% sure what we're going to do. But you know what? Let's go ahead and build another small garden. That's going to help us out. We definitely need one of those buildings again. We want people to have access to exercise when we delete this open air gym. We'll leave it for now, but right now, yeah, that's not our strongest priority. Let's see. You should be being looked... Oh, hydroscopic coating. Excellent. Okay, extra production. You know what? That is something we are going to invest in. We're going to do this for all of them. In fact, yeah, control and click will start the upgrade for all of them. Yes, that uses up, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 polymers. But this is something that I think is absolutely worth it, especially considering maintenance is only in metals. Yeah, that is going to fix up our water situation quite quickly. In fact, that means we can probably go back and start building some soybeans into our collection. Yes, alright, that is so good to see. Alright, so there's the hydroscopic coating working, producing at 1.5 per day. These are now up to 1.1, which is fairly sizable considering where we were starting. Oh well, considering the penalties we took. So that's going to mean we're now producing a fair bit of water per day. In fact, yeah, increasing by 1.1. That is very, very nice to see. Alright, so with that safely sorted, what do? We just need more power. Power is going to be our biggest thing. We're making enough during the day, but we're losing some at night. Let's go ahead and... let's see, rare metals are occurring. Fuel refinery is the only thing that we have disabled. Let's go ahead and turn that back on. We'll leave that during the day. That should be safe enough. Yeah, and that'll now give us 8 fuel per day. That uses a little bit of water, but not enough for it to impact our growth.
Sector scan.
Oh, alright, that is very nice. And you know what? More polymers and more anomalies. Excellent. That is so very good. Alright, let's go ahead and find... I think these are the polymers. So let's take our transport and pick those up. And then let's take our transport and... oh, sorry, not transport, sorry. Explorer. Alright, very good. So both of them have a queued task. Excellent. Alright, that is really good. That should be quite helpful. Alright, let's get things up and running again.
Resources are low.
Let's see, what else have we got? Concrete is getting lower, but that's okay. That is to be expected. We'll sort that out in the future. What else do we want? Oh yeah, we have our drone here. That's kind of not doing too much. Let's see. Desired amount should be 0. That seems good. Desired amount. Let's make this... yeah, well, that'll just be fine. There's not much we can really do. We could build up another one of these rare metals refinery, but again, we're chewing through our waste rock fairly quickly. Does it say how much we consume per day? We should probably check that out. Our production. Here we are. So... consumption is 10 power and 1 waste rock. Maintenance is machine parts, which are fairly easy to be sorted. We do have a spare polymer factory if we so desire, but again, right now we need to get our fuel up and running. Let's go... oh, you know what? We might even be able to build... hang on a second before I forget. A fungal farm. Yeah, that's what we're working on with research. So... that will help us out in the future, because then we can probably move away a couple of botanists and start producing some extra seeds, and maybe start working on some terraforming options. By the way, when life gives
Building
you
a new
lemons...
home on an alien world, that takes guts, to say the least.
Okay, after all, purpose is the strongest long-term driver. Since arriving on Mars, Pedro Oliveira's enthusiasm has proven to be above average, even by founder norms. And the prodigious productivity displayed can be boiled down to one simple explanation. Pedro Oliveira really loves doing what Pedro Oliveira is doing. He is now an enthusiast. That's the spirit. Good job. That is good to see. Alright, let's see. What else have we got going on? Drones are fairly heavy right now. They have one drone. They're busy doing their own thing. That's alright. Let's go ahead and tell these... No, select these two drones and we'll assign them to the basic command center. That's fine. These guys, though, we're going to shuffle off over... I don't really know what we could do. You know what, let's just bring the drone commander towards everything, and maybe they can help out with a little bit of the work. That should be fine. We'll see if they can start... Yeah, they're going to start doing some work, I think. Yeah, if they can find some job, that would be ideal. So, you know, let's just get them a little bit closer. Alright, so let's see. Last time we had a couple of materials left on the landing pad. Does look like we've got that sorted. We are requesting food. Yeah, trading 50 for 50. That's not too bad. No rival wants to trade. That's okay. For now, I think we will leave it be. Oh, and it looks like we can actually convert our landing pads to trading pads and everything, and vice versa. Well, that's good to know. Okay, that's a really convenient thing. But we'll leave it be for now. It doesn't really matter where it is. We're still producing some concrete. Yeah, we're just using a whole stack of it at the moment as we're trying to build up our school. If we can get some positive traits, that's going to be really good for our future generations. And there are our low-G turbines. Alright, awesome news. So, let's see, what else have we got? Probes are cheaper and can deep scan. Yes, that is something we want. I think that's probably where we'll go for next, given our options. Yeah. And that way we can use some of the drones that we already have, the orbital probes, and we can do some deep scanning for some of these other ones that are not yet scanned. Get the absolute most bang for our buck there. Either that, or we could send them to the long distances of that's furthest away from our what do we call it? From our home. All right, what have we got here? RC transport. You know what? You're in a little bit of danger right now. But you know what? You've got some metals here to collect. 34 out of 35. You know what? Let's go ahead and tell you pick that up. Don't get hurt. That's the one thing I do care about. Looks like we've got some dust devils as well that are potentially dangerous. Yeah, good news is we have our RC commander, so we can go ahead and pick up some extra, some repairs if necessary.
Discovered.
Oh, and a breakthrough? That's nice. What have we got here? Allows the construction of bio-robots in the dome assembler. Bio-robots eat and can gain traits, but can't reproduce and never die of old age. Huh. I have never seen that before. So they still need to eat and gain traits, but can't reproduce and never die from old age. The human body is basically a complex biomachine that could easily be replicated with the exception of one major component, the brain. Now that we have finally unlocked that secret, we can manufacture human-like bio-robots the same way we manufacture cars. Ho ho ho. That's super cool. I like that. Alright, well, we will get to it. Unfortunately, it's not something that we truly need to work on at the moment. So we'll leave that be for now. I think we'll leave everything else as is. That should be fine. And then,
Sector
let's
scan.
see. Yeah, you've finished up. So let's make sure that we avoid this giant danger, whatever that may be. Doesn't give us any information, but that's fine. And let's go ahead and tell them to unload all of our resources there. That should be fine. All right. More sectors have been scanned, so let's queue up a couple more. Let's go with those two. Yeah, we're slowly making some solid
Resources
progress,
are
which is
low.
nice. All right. Power does apparently seem to be relatively low. That isn't ideal, but I think if we can get through the night, we should be all right. Things get hectic. You know what? Let's just go ahead and open this Sterling generator as well. Reduce the impact of our overnights. Yeah, in fact, if we can get this charged back up to maximum by the end of the day, I think we should be all right. Our solar panels should also be coming back online, which would be nice. All right, so that's good. Let's see. Did we end up picking up the tech for our sensor towers? Not just yet, but we should. Let's see. Yeah, stored power is going up. Charging is at a decent pace. In fact, I think we'll have more than enough. Drones are heavily busy right now, but I guess that's okay. Yeah, good thing we don't have that fuel refinery working the night shift. That is good. Yeah, all that we need is to... Yeah, we'll just have to leave this be for a bit. It looks like at this rate we'll probably have enough exports to fill this up by the time we get fuel. So that is particularly nice. Let's see, is there anything else we really could make the most of at this stage? Not really. Power is full and that's before nighttime, so that's really good. Let's go ahead and turn off the Sterling generator. Let's close that back up again, just so we're not suffering anything there. We still have excess power, so if there is something we could do, that would be ideal. And there's a few buildings that need maintenance. Oh, they need concrete. Okay. Okie dokie. Let's make that a lower priority. If we salvage this, that won't give us what we need. We really need that concrete. Well, that's disappointing. Think. Extra 25 wouldn't be bad, but again, we have limited resources. Yeah, we're using a lot of machine parts. Oh, you know what? RC Transport, we should probably get you loading things again. Let's go... Where were we? All the way over... Where was it? I feel like there's a big crack in the earth around there. Did we really collect everything? Hang on a second, let's just check. Or maybe it was up over here. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. I'm assuming... Yeah, I'm assuming that there is some materials elsewhere. Let's go up over here. We'll gather you and we'll gather you. That'll be fine. Oh yeah, that does seem to be the same location. Alright. I just got a little bit out of sorts with where we were. There's the RC Explorer. Let's bring him back home. We don't want anything bad to happen unnecessarily. So let's get you back to base. We're still working on our tech for those autonomous sensors. That'll save us a little bit of extra power and metal. That needs a little bit of TLC, which it just got, which is good. But once we get that sorted, we might build a couple more depending. That could be useful. So let's see, what would that cost us? More electronics?
Resources are low.
We'll see how that goes. All right, power again is being an issue. That's fine. I think that's
Resources are low.
going to pop up every day. But with the amount of power we're generating, I don't think that that is an issue. I think we have just enough. Worst comes to worst, we can always build up a second power accumulator. Let's see. Buildings are still not working. We need that concrete. So that's kind of defeating the purpose at the moment. But again, as soon as we get that done, we should be fine. Oh, and we need a machine part there.
Sector scanned.
Ah, boy, we have a whole stack of fun. Luckily, those dust devils are staying away from us, so that's at least ideal. I'm pretty sure if we start adding enough moisture to the air, that should die away because there'll be less dust for them to worry about. Yeah. Right, but either way, we'll see how that goes. What do we want to focus on? Making good science. Yeah, we're making solid progress there. We have a good amount of funding in case anything goes wrong. Food seems to be surviving as it stands. That extra little bit of wheat did help us out. I think what we do at the moment... Oh, actually, you know what? Yeah, we are still almost making one full water with the extra soybeans. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to stick between wheat and soybeans at the moment. Our water production is slowly filling up our towers. So we have a good degree of a safety net there, which is excellent. Our oxygen tank is also working really, really well. We're not really using up that much oxygen at the moment, only 0.7, so we're definitely in the clear as far as that's concerned. So let's see, what do we have next? We have autonomous sensors. We know that that one is not too bad. Productivity training for engineers, again, not incredibly important. I think we'll bump that down. I think, you know what, decommissioned protocol. But we'll need that when we break down the outdoor gymnasium that we have inside our dome. But I think we go for low fungi next. I think that's going to be our highest priority. Again, if we can start working on seeds, start working on some extra sources of food, that would be ideal. That would be very nice. So we'll go ahead and do that. Let's also go ahead and make sure that we are bringing our resources back to base, because that is something that we have to focus on all the time. Buddy, where are you going? No. We are not having you go that way. That is ridiculous. We're going to make a path for you.
Sector scanned.
And then have you drop everything off. Okay, traveling, transferring resources. Alright, so more sectors have been scanned. That's ideal. Let's keep up the work. Let's go ahead and pick up... let's just do some of these ones that are fairly close by. Again, that sensor tower does help us out. So we probably don't want to be dropping our... Yeah, we don't want to be scanning further away than necessary. Oh, and we even have found water now. Oh, that's also really good.
Earthsick colonists.
Oh, and Earthsick colonists. Okay, so... what's going on with our people there? Let's get rid of those. Alright, what's wrong with you? Your comfort is at 0. Yeah, the fact that we haven't been able to get these buildings up and running is kind of unfortunate. Why has this not been looked after? That is really concerning. That needs to be a higher priority. I have no idea what my drones are doing, but they're not doing what they should be doing. But it does look like we've finally maxed out our ship with fuel, and we're getting close to our exports as well. We're not going to take off because otherwise our Earthsick colonist is going to bail, and that's not what I want. No, not what I want at all. So we're going to leave that be. Let's see, come on. If we can... we're going to turn this... No? Why are we not fixing this? We need a machine part. We have them. There we go. Okay, so that's up and running. Let's go ahead and let's prioritize the diner, the grocer, and infirmary. Yeah, all of these need to be set to our highest priority to get fixed. Everything else is kind of inconsequential. The nursery is not bad.
Sector scanned.
Have we really had our child grow up fast enough? Is he already a youth? Okay. Working in the diner. Alright, well. Man. We're just gonna have to let our drones do their thing for the moment. We could definitely look at maybe getting another drone hub. That wouldn't be the worst idea. At the moment, we are doing fairly well on our drone load, but again, having a couple more will help us in these sorts of situations to avoid such stupidity. Alright, but either way, Earthsick Colonist, how are you feeling now? Your comfort is slowly going up. So that's visiting a grocer, that's up to plus 20. And then what else could we do? You need... you're a botanist, you're a founder, and you're a workaholic. Well,
Resources are low.
yeah, we'll figure something out at some point. And apparently we've lost power. Not enough power? Alright, you know what? Let's go ahead and see what this event is. The Door to Summer. Do you want to live forever? Apparently the clients of Eternal Summer, a large cryonics company, intend to do so. Fearing that Earth could be destroyed by a cataclysm, the 10 richest customers of Eternal Summer have paid for a rocket to host their cryopods. It has launched towards Mars, where they are trying to rely on your colony to resupply the cosmic arc. Eternal Summer even hints that truly realizing their clients' dreams could be very beneficial to us all. Okay, so, effect. The Eternal Summer rocket will regularly ask for permission to land. If you resupply it with fuel, machine parts, and electronics, you will immediately receive 500 million upon its launch. Ah. Alright, well, you know what? Even if we have to pay to get a little bit to begin with, we should be able to make some cash. Well, more cash than what we spend. So, you know what? We're going to go ahead and accept. That sounds, yeah, expensive, but doable. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to look at it as a business transaction. And what's going on here? Insufficient power? Huh. What's going on? Fuel refinery is not working at night. You're fine. We have plenty of water. Oh, it's this concrete extractor. Okay, let's turn that off. That is viable. You know what? We don't need you to be running over nighttime either. That's sort of unnecessary. Oh, and is that the Eternal? Okay, so cargo requested. They're going to need 20 electronics and 25 machine parts. Okay, they're arriving sooner than I'd like. So let's go ahead and make sure that we have that. 20 and 25. Let's go ahead and... Sorry, let's resupply with a pod. So 25 are needed. Let's get a couple of spares. And then we need 15 there. Let's go with... Let's get a couple extra here and a couple extra there. That leaves us with 4,000. Let's build up some polymers and we'll do that twice. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. That's fairly decent. This will cost us 850, but realistically, we'll only be spending... Yeah, we'll basically make our money back on from the 500 million that we get, and next time it might be other parts instead, of like maybe some fuel, which is a lot cheaper for us. So we'll go ahead and launch that. That will come back to us, and hopefully, because there's no one on board, this will arrive a little bit sooner. Yeah, we're making a fairly quick things. Oh, and looks like we have one more event, which we will... You know what? We'll see what the trouble is in the next one. I think that's pretty good for time for today. So if you do want to see what this event is and how we handle it, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.